data, there are many definitions for that. But the one that I like the best is from Doug Laney of Gartner Research Group. So what he said is big data, he defined it in 3 V's. One V is a volume. The amount of data that is being generated in the world is enormous. As an example, what they say is 90% of the data that we have in the world today is generated just in the last 2 years. So that is the amount of data that we're generating, right? And typically they measure the data in petabytes, zettabytes, and currently they say it's exceeded 40 zettabytes of data that we cannot imagine. So that's one dimension, okay? And the second one is the velocity. The second V is the velocity. Velocity is the speed at which this data is getting generated. As an example, every minute, there are 600 or more websites getting created every minute. And there are probably 200 million emails are getting sent out every minute across the world. That is how fast this data is coming. And if you combine Facebook, social networks like a Twitter, the amount of data that's coming, it's just a very, very rapid pace. So that also is the second dimension, which is the velocity at which the data is getting generated, right? The third V is the variety. Variety, in the old days, the data used to be just structured format. Something that you could take, put it in a relational database, like a name, description, and it's called a structured data. But nowadays, the data that's getting generated is called unstructured. That means it can come in text, it can come in a video, it can come in an image, it can come in an audio file. So the data can now come in any different varieties. So together these 3 V's, one is the volume, second one is the velocity, the third one is the variety, together constitute the big data. And now, of course, people have added more other V's like a veracity, that means the truth. What is the quality of the data that is there? Before you actually can analyze the data, you want to make sure the data is a high quality. So that they call it veracity. So people started adding more V's, but the primary fundamental V's that define big data are the volume, velocity, and variety.